Good morning, students. Today we are going to study one of the major function of human resource management, which is compensation function. In this particular topic, we covered the meaning and definitions of compensation, various methods of wage payment, the components of compensation, job evaluation, and the incentives. So firstly, we start with the compensation. Compensation means the amount paid to the employees in respect of their services rendered in the organization. It involves both wages and salary, which constitutes a significant portion of the cost of operations of any business activity. Basically, compensation means the money which is being given by the employer to its employees for giving their services to the organization. So it is also known as to be the remuneration. Remuneration is also a compensation of an employee receive in return to his contribution in the organization. Basically, the remuneration consists of wages and salary, incentive, fringe benefits, etc. Remuneration indicates an employee's standard of living, status, morale, loyalty, and productivity in the organization. Salary is a compensation to an employer for services rendered on a weekly, monthly, and annual basis. Salary is usually associated with office employees, supervisors, managers, and professionals, as well as the technical staff. So, the money which is given to the top management, middle level, and lower level of management is known as the salary. Wages is a compensation to the employees for services rendered to the organization. Normally, the wage period is shorter than the salary period, and the payment generally made to the labor is referred as a wage. It is generally provided to the unskilled labor or the workers working in the organization, and it is basically either daily basis or the weekly basis. It is a remuneration paid for the services of labor in the production for a given periodically to the workers. It is might be on hour basis, or you can say day basis also. Fine. The salary and wages constitute a significant portion of the cost of operations of the business. The main objective of the compensation system is to establish and maintain an equitable wages and salary administration. A properly developed compensation system enables an employer to attract, obtain, retain, and motivate people of required caliber and qualification. Wages and salary administration refers to the establishment and implementation of sound policies and practices of employee compensation. The major objectives of wages and salary administration is like paying adequate amount of wages and salary to the workers, giving adequate motivational level to the workers, increase their standard of living so that they can secure their financial future burdens. These are the certain objectives of the wages and salary administration. The different methods of wage rate systems are, they are basically two types of wage rate systems commonly used in the organization. Number one is time wage rate system, and second is piece wage rate system. Time wage rate system is when the wages are being the wage rate system where the salary and wages are being given according to the time contribute in the organization, and the piece wage rate system is based on the unit of production produced by the single worker in a particular time period. Now the important one is job evaluation. Job evaluation is the process of analysis and assessment of job to ascertain reliably their relative worth using the assessment as a basis for a balanced wage structure. Job evaluation seeks to determine and compare the demands which normal performance of a particular job make a normal worker without taking into account individual abilities or performance of the workers concerned. Job evaluation is the process of determining the demands in terms of efforts and ability which the normal performance of a jobs make on normal workers. Job evaluation is used to establish a wage structure which is acceptable both by the management and labor by providing a logical basis for setting up a comparative values of jobs in a plant or the industry. Job evaluation in which associate with the wages and salary administration. The amount of wages and salary is being given as per the job evaluation. Job evaluation basically assess the contribution of each job in the organizational objective. Basically, job evaluation may be defined as an attempt to determine and compare demands which the normal performance of a particular jobs make on the normal workers. Now, the definitions. Job evaluation represents an effort to determine the relative value of every job in a plant and to determine what the fair basic wage for such a job should be. This definition was given by Kimball and Kimball. Second, job evaluation is a process of determining the relative worth of the various jobs within the organization so that the differential wages may be paid to the jobs of different worth. This definition was given by French. Now, the various objectives of job evaluation. Number 1, equitability of wage structure within the firm, consisting of firm's overall wage structure with that of the industry. Third, establishing of sound wage foundation for incentives and bonus plans, maintenance of consistent wage policy. Management enables to gauge and control its payroll cost over accurately. It basically provides the maintenance of employees for a longer period of time with the organization, serve as a basis of negotiations. It reduces the grievances, labor turnover, and it also increases the employees' morale, their human relations in the organization. Then classify the functions, authority, and responsibility, which in turn aids in work simplification and elimination of duplicate operations. Provide a framework of periodic review of wages and salaries. Now, the importance of job evaluation in the compensation system or in the wages and salary administration. Number 1, job evaluation is the most effective means of determining internal pay relationship for most type of the jobs. It can be used as an instrument for implementing the company's basic pay policies. Equitable base pay relationship set up by job evaluation serves as a foundation for incentives or bonus plans. Job evaluation provides a reasonable basis for personal moves. Useful control over wages and salary cost can be greatly aided by the job evaluation. Job evaluation provides a realistic foundation for gearing company pay scale of competitive company. It is one of the main have internal and external consistency in the wage structure also, and is also help in the selection of the candidates for the vacant job. It also helps in maintaining the harmonious human relations with the employer and employees. So that is the job evaluation. Now the next important topic is to be the incentive. Incentives is anything that attracts a worker and stimulate him to work. The incentives can be financial and non-financial. Both type of incentives play an important role under the different conditions. Incentive, we can say that it is any additional amount of money which is being paid along with the wages and salary to the employees as per their contribution in the organization. It is one of the most stimulating or motivating factor for improving the performance of the employees, because other than the salary, how much incentives a person get, it motivates the other person to work more and more in the organization. Incentives are of two types: financial and non-financial, or commonly known as the monetary and non-monetary benefits. Monetary benefits are those benefits or incentives which are being paid in cash along with the wages and salary, like bonus, commissions, rent allowance, medical allowances, traveling allowances, daily allowances. So these are the monetary incentives. And non-monetary incentives, those facilities or benefits which are being provided to the workers for their contribution in the organization, and they are added along with their wages and salary, like medical facilities, children education, hospitality, your transportation facilities, pick and drop facilities to the employees, then your communication facilities, then your housing facilities. These are the basically non-monetary or non-financial incentives. Wage incentives are extra financial motivation. They are designed to stimulate human efforts by rewarding the person over and above the time rated remuneration or improvements in the present or targeted result. This definition was given by National Commission on Labor. Now the features of incentive. The main features of incentive gleaned are based on the standard of performance for the job, measurable in monetary terms. They are meant to motivate workers for better and more performance, have a direct linking to the performance of the employees. It varies from person to person and time to time in the organization. So this is all about the compensation function. Thank you.